Hey guys, so today's video I'm going to be talking about our journey of trying to conceive baby number 2. Now I know earlier in the year I did a video where I talked about removing my Mirena, my IUD that I had, and I also talked about the fact I was going to be taking birth control pills and that we would actually try a little later, either at the end of this year or beginning of next year, for baby number 2. It is about that time. We are actively trying for baby number 2. Originally I was going to just kind of keep the process to myself and not really, talk about it until it happened. So basically I'm all about helping other women and letting us learn and grow from each other. So I decided, why not go ahead and talk about this in a video and just share with you guys what I plan on doing and what we plan on doing to try for baby number 2. And if this doesn't work, then just know that I will probably be going to the doctor in January. So I told myself if I don't get pregnant this month, then I will go to the doctor in January and just, run some tests, make sure everything is okay. Because I am 29 years old now, I'm very close to 30, and you just want to make sure everything's good. Let me go ahead and get started. So let me back up all the way to Christian. When I had Christian, at the time, we weren't trying to have a baby, and I really don't have anything to go off of that experience. The only thing I know is that I was told that I do have PCOS. So I know with every condition that's out there, things, come in different cases. So personally, I feel like if I do truly have PCOS, that it's more of like maybe a mild case, because ever since I got off taking, basically ever since I actually had a baby and then got off of birth control, now I get normal regular 28-day cycles. I believe that my body is ovulating, but I have not 100% confirmed that. I only have, again, the basis to go off of Christian. So with that being said, when I removed my Mirena, I did take the birth control pill, but only for a few months because it was just too hard to keep up with. And we just figured, what the heck, just let whatever happen gonna happen. So So basically for the past few months, let's just say we weren't trying for a baby, but we weren't preventing a baby either, if that makes sense. So we weren't trying and we weren't preventing. So now, I would just kind of use my app in my phone to track my cycles and everything. I really like to use the Flow app. That's the one that I use. And so I would use the app in my phone to track when I was fertile and stuff like that. And we kind of did the natural family planning, again, not really trying or preventing. This month, with my last cycle that I just had, I decided to go ahead and try with the sperm meets egg plan. And I've heard a lot of women talk about this plan, and again, y'all know I'm an advocate for Facebook groups. I actually joined a few Facebook groups. Just look up stuff like Trying to Conceive or TTC, stuff like that. So I've joined a few different Facebook groups, and I've heard about the sperm meets egg plan. That one is it's been highly effective for getting pregnant, for successful pregnancy. So basically what I did is, in order for me to keep up with the plan and everything, I just kind of printed off the instructions. Yes, girl, it's a process. There are instructions to this thing. And then also I printed off 2 monthly calendars, so the month of November and then the month of December. That way I could just keep everything separate. I didn't want to be putting it in my personal planner. I just wanted to have a clean canvas just to make sure all of my ovulation stuff was being tracked effectively. So I'll share that plan with you in a second. I also stocked up on OPKs, which stands for Ovulation Predictor Kit, which basically are ovulation test strips. So I got a big pack of these. I want to say it came with 50 ovulation test strips, and then I think 20 pregnancy tests. And then the set I got also came with these little test cups, like disposable test cups. And I figured that was perfect, so I could just, use them and then throw them away every day. And this was maybe around $12 or $13 on Amazon. And then also the other things that I've been taking 3 things, like 3 supplements or pills, however you want to call it. The first thing are prenatals, and I just picked up the Target brand. These are the gummies. When I was pregnant, this is the only kind that I could take. So I take the prenatal multivitamin gummies, and these have the DHA and folic acid, which of course is good. You need those. And then I also take maca root, which I got this from Amazon as well. And I've heard a few people talk about this also. Maca is supposed to promote fertility, which it says right here on the bottle. It says it enhances fertility and desire. So this goes back to like sometime back in the ancient times, like I think the 15 or the 14 somethings like that. And there's like a certain tribe or something that used maca, and they were always like really successful with childbirth and everything, with having kids. So maca, the directions say to just take one capsule per day, but I've been taking like up to 4. So I've taken about 2,000 milligrams of maca per day. And then also what I've been taking is just some probiotics. This is the raw probiotics, and this one is like for your, you know, vaginal care and stuff like that. And this one has 38 probiotic strands, and it says 50 billion, whatever that means. And these kind actually stay in the fridge, and my friend told me that these are the best kind. You want to get the kind that stay cold because of like, I don't know. But basically I got these. These are really pricey. These are like $40, and I got these at like Whole Foods. Really pricey. Okay, so what the sperm meets egg plan is all about is basically trying to time your ovulation to narrow down, you know, to make sure that a sperm is going to be available to meet up with that egg. They need to meet at the perfect time, because basically from the whole way that I understand it and from what I've researched and been told, the egg only has about I hear 12 to 24 days, 12 to 24 hours. Some people say 12 to 36 hours. There's only a short time span that the egg actually can live, you know, before it's absorbed into your lining, and then you'll shed it out during your cycle. So basically with the sperm meets egg plan, you want to kind of start the process on day 10 of your cycle. And the first day of your cycle is the first day that you start your period, you know, start bleeding. So that's the first day of your cycle. So for me, that was actually November 18th. So I marked that here on my little calendar, November 18th, cycle day number 1. And then you go on from there, day 2, day 3, day 4, and so on. Then on cycle day 10, what you're going to do, no, take that back. So from cycle day, you know, so you just mark your period or whatever, and then you put the day that it ends. So my cycle began on November 18th, and it ended on November 22nd. Okay, cool. I had a 5-day cycle. Then on cycle day 8, you want to plan to BD, which baby dance means have sex, have intercourse. So you're going to have intercourse. You start cycle day 8 having intercourse every other day, right? And you plan to have it every other day until you get a positive ovulation test strip. I'm going to get into those in a minute. So on cycle day 10, so day 8, we've started having intercourse. Then day 10, so 2 days later, you're going to start daily testing your ovulation. So you test daily. At first I was just testing once a day because, I mean, it was negative. So I think after, let's see, at cycle day 11, so only the first day I tested once a day, and then cycle day 11 I started testing twice a day. So I got my positive ovulation on cycle day 14, which was December 1st. So on that day, basically, so from every other day we had been, you know, baby dancing, and basically when I got my positive ovulation, what you want to do is from there, we were actually due to baby dance that day. But basically when you get the positive ovulation, you're going to go ahead and baby dance the day of your positive, the next day, and the next day. So 3 days in a row, girl. And then you pause one day, don't baby dance that day, and then you baby dance one more time. Then from there, you're going to just wait. And once you get your positive ovulation, it's really not necessary to keep tracking, like, you know, to keep testing. So my ovulation was positive, like I said, December 1st. So on the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd, we baby danced all those days, and then we skipped a day, and then one more time. So then basically they say, according to the plan, on cycle day, so for me it would be when you get your positive ovulation, the day, you count 15 days from that day, and then that should be your testing day. You should be able to test, and if you are pregnant, then it should show up, you know, you should be able to get a positive reading from a pregnancy test by then. I hope all that made sense. That's basically the plan, you know, the sperm meets egg plan, because, you know, they say sperm can last up to 5 days. So the idea is that there's always sperm inside, you know, because when you actually get the positive ovulation, that doesn't mean that you're actually ovulating at that time. That means that your body, the LH surge has went up, and your body is preparing to ovulate, if that makes sense. Like, it's gearing up, it's ramping up to ovulate. So from there, they say that it will happen within 12 to 24 hours or 12 to 36 hours, which is why you want to do it that day, the next day, and the next day. Skip a day and one more day. The idea is that there's just always going to be, you know, a bountiful, plentiful amount of sperm inside that egg can link up with, and they will have a little party. You know, literally ever since I've been getting my cycles this year, I've really been in tune with my body. I've been able to like feel it whenever I am ovulating. My stomach will kind of like, I can feel my ovaries kind of cramping and stuff like that. And literally that was the exact thing that happened on the day I got my positive ovulation. On that Friday, which was December 1st, I was feeling like I could feel it. So, and basically, like I said, we're gonna try, see if this works. If it doesn't work from here, then like I said, in January, I'm going to go to the doctor. Emmanuel will also probably go to the doctor, you know, just for testing purposes, just make sure that everything is okay and that we are good and healthy and stuff like that. So let me just show you my little, let's see, is it gonna focus? Okay, so here we go. So as you can see, I was testing all those days, and then, like I said, right here on the 1st, that's the day that I got my first positive. So positive is of course, these, you know, these are old now, but positive is when the first line is darker than the second line. And of course, like I said, it's really not gonna show that accurately here now because these are older. But just know that I had 2 positive lines there. And basically at that time, because you're supposed to read these, like only judge these based off of 10 minutes. Like you're supposed to read them within 10 minutes and use that reading. They were all positive and everything is good. If you guys have any questions or anything, leave them down below. Let me know if you guys have any tips and tricks or anything that you've used that you were able to successfully get pregnant from and stuff like that, or, you know, just whatever. Let's just all have a discussion down in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.